Welcome to all the Divine Atma Jyotis to today's AVSC Satsang. So we are continuing our contemplation of questions based on the Aparoksha Anubhuti. And the questions are framed based on Prabhuji's talks. Right now we are on day 2. So in our last session, Deepa ji has shared her views on these questions. Did you complete everything, Deepa ji, or is there any other question left here?
I actually completed till 5th question, sir. No,
Okay.
4th question. 4th.
Till 4. Okay, all right. So yeah, so we can do either Rupa ji, you also sharing your view till the 4th question, and then we can continue from there.
Until 3rd question, sir.
Okay, you have shared till 3rd question.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, excellent. How about Shubhaji? Have you shared your perspectives, Shubhaji?
Sir, I am done with all 5.
You're done with all the 4. Okay, all right.
All 5.
Yeah, Deepa ji?
I had a doubt.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, please.
In the second question, Nirmaloham.
Yeah.
Nirmaloham in the sense Atma is free from all the impurities, isn't it?
Correct.
But if I feel like a sinner, and that is haunting me, I'm not able to sometimes even do my karmas. How can I get rid of that feeling?
Okay. So first is in the light of awareness, you are seeing the feeling that I am a sinner, as well as sometimes absence of that feeling, that whatever other feelings are coming, right? So first of all, through jnana, you can then simply realize that this feeling that I am a sinner is not a permanent one. It's coming, it's present for some time, then something else replaces that, then something else replaces that. Like that, it is something that is coming and going. So which means that it is not who I am, it is a feeling, it's a thought that is coming in the space called mind.
Yeah.
This is the clarity. Okay, so this is the jnana. So once when this clarity is there, you can simply watch it. What can you do? It comes. Just like how you are walking and suddenly it starts raining. What can you do? If you have an umbrella, hold the umbrella. Or if you want to enjoy the walking in the rain, just walk in the rain, right? So, however, if it is something that, kind of pulls you deeply, then, you can look at how you can offer that. At the end of the day, it has happened already. It's a water down the bridge. There is no way it can be changed. Correct? So
yeah.
You can simply offer it to the feet of the Lord, to the feet of the Sadguru. With all your feeling of oneness and with the bhakti, you simply, if you want, you can write down whatever that incident that is haunting you. Take a book. It may be something, sometimes it may be something that we may not even feel like expressing in front of somebody. So you write down all that comes to you, and then at the feet of the Lord, you offer it to the fire. Because it's only you who has to let go.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can I share something here?
Please do, Arjunji.
See, I also had the same feeling what Padmaji expressed. Now,
Deepa.
what happened was, hello?
Deepa.
Sorry? Sorry, Deepaji. Like what happened was, I was like there are two things which I would like to share here. One is in my own life, I said I used to feel that this I sinned. Then one incident happened where I used to feel that how can I come out of it? Because one time my mother thought that I do not drink alcohol, but I used to drink, and I could not express this to her till she died. Then when she died, she always felt happy that my son is a very nice person. He doesn't drink alcohol and all those stuff. Then I wondered, then I started thinking that, my God, what is it I have done? My mother always felt like I do not drink, but I used to drink and enjoy my drink. I never told her. Then I said, now she's not there. How will I come or overcome it? Now that she's not there, then my sin will continue, and whole life I'll be feeling sinful. Then one day I felt that who is my mother? I just went on contemplating. I got one after another thought. She's like this form, that form, and all. And that is before even Prabhuji and all came to my life. I'm talking about. So then I thought, then my thought come, okay, in that case, my mother is not the whatever I thought she was, like one form. She's not this. She's not a person. What I thought. Then what she is. Then suddenly the basic science of physics came into mind, and it said, which said that matter and energy cannot be destroyed or created; it can change from one form to another. When that thought came, I said, okay, my mother will be existing in some form which I do not know. Somewhere she should be existing, and what is that I can do? Then I said, she always felt happy that I do not drink, so today I'm going to give up my drinking. So that was in 2004. Then from that day onwards till date, I have not taken a sip of drink also. Then the very fact that overcame that, and somewhere what I realized was, sin is when I think about something I have been doing wrong, and I continue to do that wrong things in my opinion, and again feel regret after regret. But the moment I gave up that, my sin is gone. Then I also thought about one more thing was, see, if my sin is not as great a sin as Angulimala, who was given the refuge and given the refuge and enlightenment process by Buddha, then when he can get that kind of refuge, even me too can get, because I am not as sinful as that. I have not killed anybody. So I said that I only need to lead my path in such a way that I go to this path in a way where I do not do something which I think is wrong again in my life. So this is my thought about sin. And at the same time, I also have the opinion that, like somewhere somebody said very nicely, book is called Earned Life. Very nice book called Earned Life. And there he told very clearly, the author, that the very fact that you are thinking that you have sinned something or you have gone wrong with something, it shows that you do not want to do that and you regret doing it. And the very fact that it's coming to your mind shows that you are matured enough to accept that what is right, what is wrong, and to distinguish between them. And now you lead the life which is you think is the righteous path. So that's also made a difference to my life. This is what I wanted to share. So does it make sense, Deepaji?
Yes, Arjunji.
Anyone else likes to share your perspective, Deepaji?
Sir, Vijayji.
Yeah, Rupaji.
Yeah, she has shared this with me. But I feel the things that she takes.
Hello. Rupaji, your voice is not audible.
When an animal was...
Sorry, Rupaji, your voice was not audible for quite some time. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You're audible.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Maybe her volume is very low.
Yeah. Her voice is not coming.
Internet issue.
Sir, can you hear me now?
You're audible now, Rupaji.
Yeah, Deepa has shared what she thinks is a sin with me. But I feel that it's not something big, because those things will be like those are the mistakes we commit in our lives when we are in ignorance. But she's taking that as a big sin. Like she shared with me that she kept quiet when an animal was hurt in front of her, and she did not do anything for that animal. Or she also explains to me that she was not fair to me when we were little. She took more advantage as a kid. So I don't think these are big sins. So I tried to explain to her, but she always she's saying these days that I'm a sinner. I don't know how to convince her.
It is not a matter of convincing. It is for her to come to terms with her own feelings. So she has to, first of all, like we keep discussing in the class, by bringing in the clarity and then getting involved. So Deepaji, if you feel that it is the animal memory that is haunting you, get involved with some service related to animals. At the end of the day, what has happened has happened. There is no way to go back to that, and it's always for learning. So now, how can I be nice to everybody around me? That is the only way I can ever change. In the story of Angulimala, it is said that one is Angulimala was given the jnana by Buddha. But does it mean that people around Angulimala and even Angulimala could forgive himself easily? No, it took time, because he had been involved with that memory for such a long time. What at the end of the day bothers is the memory, right? Because that incident has happened and gone, but that memory continues. So I have to learn to accept that it has happened. There is no way I can change what has happened due to ignorance or due to intention. Whatever may be the reason, it happened. Doesn't matter, it happened. Now, is there any way I can go back and repair? No. What can I do? What is that I have full control over? How do I act, think at this very moment? At this very moment, the first person I have to learn to forgive is myself for whatever that was done. The next thing I can do is to be involved in actions and thoughts that are beneficial for everyone. That's all I can do. It's like we have this shloka, no? Kayena vacha manasendriya vyam. So by knowingly or unknowingly, by our thinking or by our actions, we may perform wrong actions. And that no way it can be repaired, because it is done. What I do have the power over is, right now, I can offer it at the feet of the Lord and say, given whatever that was in my mind, with that, this is all that happened. Please forgive. Give me the right knowledge so that it can be better from now onwards. That's all I can ask for. Deepaji, anything that you would like to ask or add?
Nothing, sir. Thank you all very much.
Great. Any other question or anything else, Deepaji, on the first three questions?
No, sir. That's it.
Okay. Rupaji, then would you like to share your perspectives on the first three questions?
Yes, sir. I'm not the body, not the mind, not the intellect. Here the limitation that is to be negated is the limitations for the body is space, for the mind it is time, and for intellect it is knowledge. Body thinks that it is very small, and that is a limitation it has. Whereas,
Can I suggest one small modification in what you said there?
yes, sir.
Body does not think.
Jiva.
When you think you are the body, you become limited.
Ego, sir.
The only sentient in this whole mechanism is you. The only one who is the Gnana Swarupa is you. Your body doesn't think by itself. You are the thinker. You have taken the shape of the body, then you become the body. You've taken the shape of the thinker, then you become the thinker. So like that, it is you who's taking those shapes.
So it is the ego.
It is you who's taken the role called ego. Where is ego? Who's ego?
My own ego.
Correct. And is that separate from you?
Here, do you mean Atma?
You, when you take the shape of your ego, when you take the position of the ego, then you think and act like the ego.
Okay.
You're thinking as if you are the ego. And whatever that ego form may be, mother, daughter, wife, sister, whatever it may be. But it is you who is where there is no such entity called ego. You are the one who's taking the shape of that and acting like that.
Does that mean Atma takes the shape of the ego?
So in terms of clarity, in terms of clear understanding, when you use Atma as that pure awareness, so pure awareness has always been pure. Realize that that is your true nature. And that is who you are. However, from where is this thinking capacity coming? From where is this ability to understand coming? Is the body thinking by itself? Is the thought thinking by itself? That is a question that I'm raising by correcting that statement.
Yeah, it is the Atma or the witness which will take everything, which will understand whatever is going on, or which actually watches.
And the watcher is not the doer. Realize that. And you are that.
Sir, I didn't understand, sir.
So it's like this. You are the light. And there is a thought that I am Rupa. So when it is wrongly in the thinking process, when I become Rupa, then I Rupa did this. I Rupa am doing this. That thinking comes into play. So simply realize that you are not Rupa. In the sense that as a body and all the various thoughts associated with Rupa. That thought is not who you are. Thinking that I am that thought is the fundamental root cause of this confusion.
Okay.
So when we use the word ego, right, where is this ego? What is ego?
It is the image that we have gathered in all our life.
So what you call as your ego?
It is the thought or my conception about myself.
Correct. That I am a female, that I was born here, that my given name is this, my relationship to somebody is like this. So these are all the various names you are giving to something you call as ego.
Okay, sir.
So all you have to drop is this wrong thinking that I am one of them.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so can you go back now? Please continue your statements.
Yes, sir. So we think I think that I'm limited by space. I'm very little, and the intellect, and there is a lot more to know in this world, and I have known or learned very little. But I didn't understand how mind is limited by time, sir. Can you please?
What is a thought?
Pardon, sir?
What is a thought?
It's the collection.
So, for example, what did you eat in the morning, yesterday morning?
It is poha, sir.
Poha, okay. How long it's been since you've eaten poha?
24 hours.
24 hours. Now, tell me, with respect to now, where is this thing called as yesterday?
Yeah, it's in my mind.
It's in your mind. So, time is nothing but you have a thought, memory. I ate poha yesterday and it is 24 hours before.
Yeah.
So, the distance between two thoughts creates the concept of time.
Okay.
You
But
see,
what actually is time, sir, then?
there is no thing called as time actually. It is simply when you notice two thoughts and when you say that this happened earlier, this happened now, then the distance between them is the time.
Okay.
So sometimes, when you are in a very good, say, situation, time flies like that. Okay, so the distance between them seems like so short. Whereas sometimes, when the situation is not so good, like a boring lecture, for example, as an example. Maybe every 2 minutes also is not going, right? It elongates. So what is that is happening? So some kind of a movement of energy, and you are taking snaps of it, right? This memory and this memory, you're comparing them. And the distance between them is what you're calling as time.
Okay, sir.
All that is happening is nothing but simply changes every moment.
Okay.
But you are taking snap of it and said, I Rupa ate poha. Okay, so that memory and the current, and you're comparing and saying that this memory happened 24 hours before. So you are the one who's giving the meaning to that. So time as such, it exists only in your own conception of how you evaluate things.
Okay, sir.
So the same idea, today, yesterday, tomorrow, or this life, last life, next life, all of this is nothing but this kind of a memory-based thinking process.
Okay, sir.
Is this bringing clarity?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, please continue.
So these are the limitations, and that have to be negated. And how does this negation help? So
How to negate? Well, what does negation really mean?
negation is realizing that I am not the body, not the mind, not the intellect.
That's all it is. Simply realizing, and when there is light, where is room for darkness?
Yes, sir.
When we keep using, drop the idea that I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect, it becomes, the next question is, how do I drop? What do I need to do for that? Very simple. Realize that you are the eternal light of the self.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Next it is, how does this negation help? When we negate us, our concept of body, mind, our concept of ourselves as body, mind, and intellect, we will know the truth that we are not these three things, and we are the pure awareness, and that reduces the stress, and we will not get agitated in life. This is how it helps.
Again, the usage of the term we. So
Yeah.
there's a tendency to bring multiplicity where there is none.
Yes, sir.
See, the only one being about whom you have absolute clarity is you.
Yes, sir.
Rest everything is a thought-based interpretation.
Yeah.
Is it not?
Yes, sir. When we are talking,
that is the conditioning of the speech that needs to be dropped.
Yeah, sir. But when we are not in the class, when we are leading our lives,
how many of you are not in the class? I never knew that Rupaji is bringing her twins. What stops me from saying that when I am not in the class?
Yes, sir. Mm.
Yeah, please say whatever you wanted to say.
So when I am not in the class, when I'm transacting in the with others in my life, when I want to express there, will this not be unusual thing?
Okay, take an example, then we can see how to make it usual.
Maybe I need to practice and see, sir, for myself.
Correct. In any situation, please see. That's why all these phrases are there. Misery loves company, right? So for example, Shankaracharya said, Mudamatihi, oh fool. I don't like to be called alone fool. In the classroom, usually, you remember in the classroom, when a teacher would stand you up and say that, why are you screaming? No, sir, I'm not the only one who's screaming. He was also screaming. She was also screaming. So then, we want them also to stand up.
Yeah.
This here in the Vedanta class, let's be absolutely clear. Who's speaking about what has to be very, very clear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please continue, Rupaji.
Next, it is what is meant by Niramaya.
And so how does this negation help? You didn't complete that. I interrupted your flow with all this interjection.
Yeah. When I negate myself as the body, mind and intellect, and I'm pure awareness, my life would be stress-free and there won't be any agitation. And I may take all the situations that come in my life just as a witness and do my karma. So it helps in that way.
Okay. So once again, let me prompt another question. I may take life in a stress-free way. Does it mean that it is still a concept and it needs to be seen?
I'm saying like this because I feel I have not still recognized myself as Atma.
Okay. And which muhurta are you waiting for?
Sir, I still feel it is not easy, sir.
Okay, so what is that you feel that you are then?
I still have the concept that I am the body, mind, and intellect. Even though I try so hard to remind myself that I am not the body, mind, or intellect, my response to the situations in life is still like that only.
Okay, so let's separate these two: recognition and the action due to recognition. Okay. Recognition. So has the recognition happened or not happened?
If the recognition had happened, then
Okay, please answer the question in a very clear way. I'm not asking a if then else. I'm asking, let's keep the second part. I'm asking a very simple question. Are you the body? Are you the mind? Are you the intellect?
I know that that I am not the body, mind, or intellect, but due to conditioning.
Wait. Answer in a simple way to the question, please. Are
Yes, sir,
you the body?
Yes, sir.
Are you the body?
No, I am not the body.
Okay.
I am.
Are you the mind?
No.
Are you even this thinker who's thinking through the intellect?
No.
Then you must be something other than that. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Is that recognition there? Is this recognition there? Yes or no?
This is just knowledge, no, sir.
Alamma, right now, as I'm asking the question, is it through your memory that you're answering this question, or are you seeing? Is it knowledge that you are not these three? That's a statement of the reality. See, this is a finger, is not knowledge. I have given a name to something and I'm referring it by the name finger. So, are you the body?
No, I'm not the body.
Is it, you are looking at, okay, what is the right answer for this question? Chapter number 23, question number 67. Is that how you're thinking about this question? The answer that you just now gave, is it a memory-based answer? Or are you able to clearly see that you are not the body? When this question is being prompted, are you seeing, are you the body?
So when I first answered, it was a memory-based question only.
Okay,
but
now,
if I
okay, let me prompt the question again. Are you the body?
No, I'm not the body, sir.
You're clear, right?
Yes.
And this is not memory-based answer. You're answering for your from your own clarity, inner clarity, correct?
Yes, sir.
How do you say you're not the body? If I prompt that question, how will you answer?
Because because of the change in the body since childhood, there's a change, and this change only tells that I am not the body.
Correct, right? As simple as that, is it not?
Yes, sir.
It is not a though they say rocket science are it's not as complex as Brahma Vidya. In fact, Brahma Vidya is the simplest. Okay, coming back. So you're not the body is very clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you the mind?
No, I'm not the mind.
How do you say that?
Because there is change even in the thoughts I have in the mind.
Excellent. Are you that decision-making faculty called intellect?
No, sir.
How do you say that?
Uh, mm, because the knowledge I have in my intellect is limited.
How do you say you're not the intellect?
Mm. Just a minute. Uh,
It's okay, let them play. You can focus here.
yes, sir.
Is the question clear? How do you say you're not the intellect?
Yes, sir.
Huh.
Because Atma does not have any ignorance.
See, now you are bringing a memory-based answer. No, this is not your answer.
Yes, true.
Ah.
Sir, I don't know the answer. Can you please answer this?
See, you answered, I am not the body in a very simple, straightforward manner.
Yes. There's a change.
There is a change you are able to recognize, correct?
Even in the mind also, but I don't know the
See,
change in the mind.
anything that you can see, can it be you? If I am seeing the shirt I'm wearing, am I the shirt?
No, no,
If I'm seeing the glass I'm wearing, am I the glass?
no, sir.
If I'm seeing the decision making happen, am I the decision making faculty?
No,
That's
no,
all.
sir. Okay, huh.
You must be something that is in whose presence it is happening. That much is clear, no?
Yes, sir.
Who you are, all that is now you immediately said, I'm Atma, Atma is blemishless. All that is secondary.
Huh.
But are you able to clearly see
Yes, sir.
that sometimes I'm able to make decisions, sometimes the decision is not happening, sometimes there is lack of clarity, whatever may be the case. But the functioning of that is being seen. So you cannot be that mechanism that you are seeing.
Yes, sir.
You will be something else.
Yeah.
Is this much clear?
Yes, sir.
So on which muhurta will you recognize that I'm something else other than these three? ಇಂದಿನಗಳಿಗೆ ಶುಭಗಳಿಗೆ. So we asked two questions, Rupaji. Recognition and how do you function in the world post the recognition. So that we have not yet examined. But we are on the recognition front. Is the recognition clear?
Yes, sir.
Is there any ambiguity in the recognition?
No, sir.
Is it a memory-based recognition?
Sir, here recognition and realization, are these both same here?
Again, let's not confuse ourselves with too many wordplay. I'm asking a very simple question. Can you see? You're saying I'm seeing. Can you see you're not the body?
Yes, sir.
Can you see you're not the mind?
Yeah.
Can you see you are not this decision-making faculty?
Yes, sir.
You're seeing, right?
Yes, sir.
You must be that seer, right?
Yeah.
Have you been something else in your life so far?
No.
You've always been the seer, correct?
Yeah.
So this is your recognition. This, is there any ambiguity?
No, but we don't be, sorry, I don't be in this state always.
1 minute, 1 minute. That's why let's not jump the gun. Is the recognition clear?
Yes, sir.
No ambiguity, right?
No.
No further doubts in your mind, correct?
Yeah, sir. No doubts.
Excellent. Okay, now let's jump to the next question. Okay, so now how come this clarity is not there at all the moments? That is because of the conditioning.
Yeah.
See, it took almost like 2.5 years for you to recognize that when Rupa is called, it is you that they're calling.
Yeah.
The first 3 months, they kept on calling you Rupa. 6 months, you wouldn't turn. You didn't say that I am Rupa.
Yeah.
But today, even in the middle of 100 people, if there's somebody calls Rupa, you will turn around. I'm here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what does this example help us understand?
I got conditioned.
So now, who has to come out of that conditioning?
It's me only.
Yeah, one is by recognition. When you've recognized, why do you keep going back to the old habits? But the habits are so strong. The currents of the habits are strong. So to overcome the habits, that's why the practices are there.
Okay.
Recognition is instantaneous, Rupaji. Now it has happened, has it not?
Yeah, yeah.
But to function with that clarity, you need practice, because the mind is the one through which you act in the world. It is the mind that has developed tendencies. And the conditioning of the mind is what needs to be reduced. And how do you reduce? Only way is by repetition. Abhyasa yoga.
Okay.
What abhyasa? What needs to be practiced?
Shravana, Manana, and Nididhyasa.
Correct. And for this clarity to be sharp, seva, satsanga, and sadguru.
Okay.
Is the distinction clear now?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you please summarize?
Yes, sir. Distinguish the difference between recognition and what, sir?
No problem. So that's why Shravana and Manana. So During Manana only, then when I start speaking, I know, oh, this I missed. So we are on the question, how does this negation help? And that is where I asked, are you able to recognize, and are you able to act with that recognition in the world? Recognition, you are now saying there is no ambiguity, there is absolute clarity. But for that recognition to become stable, that is what you call as, when I'm functioning in the world, I forget, right?
Yes.
In the in the Shravana, while listening to Prabhuji, the clarity was clear. When talking in the Vedanta class, that clarity was there. But now, I'm doing something else and I'm fighting with my husband or somebody, I've forgotten. So that is the situation you're talking about, correct?
Yeah.
So the distinction is about how do I function in the world with this clarity? I'm asking you, are you first of all clear in your recognition? That is the first question I want you to summarize. The second question I want you to summarize is, so how do I function in the world to make sure that this clarity becomes stable?
Yes, sir. The recognition is clear that I am not the body, mind, and intellect. And how do I function in the world so that this recognition gets stable, isn't it, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for the recognition to be stable, as you said, Sadguru Seva, Satsanga have to be done.
How does that help?
It helps in Chitta Shuddhi. By doing these three, we may get rid of, I will get rid of the past impressions or vasanas that are there in my chitta.
Now let me prompt this question. Are you seeing what you are saying, or are you simply recalling and saying?
No, sir. I'm seeing what I'm saying, sir.
And there's conviction in what you are saying?
Yes, sir.
Then that's all that is.
Okay.
The difference between Sadguru and the so-called the other sadhaka is that Sadguru has realized and has become stable. Once when you realize that that is the truth, why do you at all go away from that? Because the tendency of the mind draws you somewhere. And that is where you need to bring it back again and again. And Sadguru is the one who has done it, has recognized, has put that dedicated effort, walked in the path of the truth, in the path of the dharma, and as it is done, now it has become sahaja for Sadguru. So you see Sadguru and you say, oh, it's so easy for him. But once upon a time, he also started like you and me.
Yes, sir. All this time, I was thinking that it is just the knowledge that I have, but I have not realized. So I was thinking that it will take some time. So that was causing this.
You are the real I, and that is realization.
Yeah.
This is beautiful, sir. Real I realization. You know, this is something which I never heard.
You are the real I, recognition of that, and then living with that absolute clarity is when realization flows in life. You want to continue to speak, Rupaji, or you want to be in silence?
No, sir.
Okay, so you want to bring closure to this first question, or you want to take up the next question?
Yeah, I'll take up the next question, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir. In the next question, all the features of our the true self is being told. Niramaya. Here, I am
No,
Niramaya.
as you say, see it for yourself.
Yes, sir. Okay. I am devoid of all diseases. Because the body that I have, it's not me. It's not me. I am the witness, watching whatever is happening to the body. Next, Nirabhaso. I'm not visible because I don't have any form. The next one is Nirvikalpa. There's no change in the true self. The change is only to the body, mind, and intellect. Next, Nirgunoham. There are no qualities in me. I'm beyond any quality, the three gunas. The quality is only to the body, mind, and intellect. And Nishkriyoham. I'm not the doer. Because there is no activity in me. I only watch. And to do the activity, one should be limited in time and space, and I am unlimited. Next, Nitya muktoham. I am always liberated. There is no bondage in me. Nirmaloham. I am pure because I am the subject. Impurity is there only in the objects. Nischaloham. I am Nischala. There is no movement in me. Movement is for the body, mind, and intellect, sir. Shuddoham. I am always pure. Ajaroham. There is no aging for me. Aging is for the body. Amaroham. There is no death for the Atma, for me.
Even body has no aging.
Yes, sir.
It's a thinking where, I say young body, new body. I've given a name to some forms and comparing and creating a concept called there is aging.
Yeah.
Are you seeing?
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
Sir, can I go to the next question?
You're absolutely free to choose to do whatever you like to do.
Explain the illusion of separation. The separation that one has, like as this body, my body, others' body, it is just an illusion, because all the jivas are like the cells in one's body.
Say that sentence again. All the
cells in the body, because all the cells only make up the body. And it is all. Sir, I'm not able to explain, sir.
Okay. See it from witness standpoint. What are you seeing as a witness?
I see that what is there in me is there in all of you also.
Okay, that is not the question. The question is very simple. As a witness, now, when you said I am not the body.
Mm.
You looked at whether are you the body. So what were you looking at when you answered, I am not the body? What were you looking at?
That I am different from the body.
Right? And the
Yes.
idea called body, when you were looking at it, where was it?
It's in my mind.
As what?
As a concept.
As a concept, as a thought, correct?
Yeah.
So as a witness, what are you constantly seeing?
In the body, sir.
As a witness, what are you seeing at any point of time? Even your body, where are you seeing your body? You just now answered.
Mm.
Where have you seen your body?
So my eyes sees the body and the mind watches it, and my true self.
Simplify. Now you're trying to answer to a lot of thinking. Where are you seeing your body? Look at any part of your finger, your hand, whatever. Where are you seeing it?
It's in my mind.
In your screen called mind, correct?
Yeah.
As what are you seeing? Are you seeing that actual body part, or what are you seeing in the mind?
I'm seeing I'm watching the thoughts that are coming in my mind.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me, in life so far, is there any other way by which you have seen life?
No.
So you constantly have been only seeing the stream of these various thoughts appear and disappear, correct?
Yeah.
Now, is there a difference from one thought to another thought? What is thought in the first place?
Difference in.
Is there what is a thought? What appears as a thought in the first place? Like the question is like, what appears as a pot? What appears as an ornament? What appears as a pot?
It is the information that
what appears as a pot?
The mud.
What appears as an ornament?
Gold, sir.
What appears as a thought?
No, sir, I don't know the answer for it.
Is it something that is outside of you, whatever that is appearing as a thought?
No.
it must be something related to you only. It must be you only, is it not?
Yeah.
And it is you who, based on the memory, interpreting that.
Yeah.
So fundamentally, how the thought got triggered? It is because certain sensations came through your senses into your screen called mind.
Yeah.
And then you picked some information from your memory bank and you started interpreting that. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So all through your life, simply these energy sensations. What is sensation? Sensation is nothing but energy.
Mm.
So nothing but this energy. It appeared in front of you and you labeled it and you started interpreting.
Yes, sir.
So fundamentally, is there a separation between them? Is one energy form appearing through your eye and the other energy appearing through your ear, or something appearing through your nose? Are they different energies?
No, sir.
They all is the same, right?
Yeah.
But you, for a certain form of energy, you label it. This is hand, this is leg, this is book, this is my son. So you also add another association, me and mine. Simply what is appearing in front of you? Streams of energy packets.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to see it?
Yes, sir.
So is there any separation?
No, there is no separation.
But there's an illusion of a separation, correct?
Yeah.
And how that illusion is coming? I'll show you some picture.
Yes.
What do you see?
Clouds in different shapes.
So when you recognize
Wow.
fundamentally it is cloud,
Mm.
you know that it is just a play of your mind that is creating all that names. If you've never seen, what does this look like?
An elephant.
This,
A bear.
this,
A rabbit.
this.
It's just like a cloud, sir.
A small baby, a 6-month baby, if I had shown the same picture, it wouldn't have had this answer, correct?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it does not have any information collected in its mind.
Whereas you are using the information and interpreting, correct?
Yes, sir.
So what's happening is, can you see this picture?
Yes, sir.
Can you explain this picture based on what we just now discussed?
Yeah. In the first picture, we can see that the person is looking at the bird through his eyes, which reflects in its the brain is getting that information that it is the bird he's looking at. And in the second picture, there are 4 things. One is the ego. Then another one is the memory. Another one is, next one is discrimination, what is right and what is wrong. And
this entire flow is what this represents. It's coming, no? It's streaming. It's like a water flowing, no?
yeah.
Yeah.
So ego comes to in the second picture, they are telling that, can I relate both the pictures, sir?
Yeah, they are supposed to be related.
So a person gets the information, and it talks about the four functions of the mind: Manas, Buddhi, Ahankara, and Chitta, where the mind gets the information. Buddhi will understand what it is seeing or looking at. Chitta is the memory. It refers to the memory and comes to know what it is looking at through discrimination. And the ego is the one who will take the decision.
Using discrimination, using the so-called intellect.
Yeah.
It is my bird, or it is free bird, or it is somebody else's bird, all that. Right?
Yes, sir.
So this is how there is a separation that is happening. Separation of what? Fundamentally, separation of what? When you see this picture, can you relate?
The separation that I am not what I see. Separation that everything is one and the same only, like the waves in the ocean. Wave is not different than water.
And apply it to you. You can use the second picture.
Everything that I see around me is me only, be it a living or non-living.
Again, living, non-living are all labels you are giving in your mind, concepts in your mind.
Yeah.
Fundamentally, what is there?
Only I am there.
And this so-called energy, is it separate from you?
No, sir.
And this form that appears as a matter, is it separate from you?
No, sir. It is all there in my mind.
And where is your mind?
It's in me.
It's in you.
Mm.
When a thought arises, you think there is a mind. When there is no thought, it's pure you.
Yes, sir.
Thought gives the appearance of a mind. Now, do you see the illusion of separation?
Yes, sir.
Can you summarize?
Yes, sir. Everything that looks separate is not separate. It is one only. It is there in me, in my mind. It is there in me. And it's an illusion that it is separate. And this illusion is because of the conditioning that I have got all my life.
And the conditioning is what exists as your, you know who I am, and as your memory.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, simply there is a continuous stream of energy, but using the mind, there's an interpretation.
Yes.
And that's exactly how all your other senses also work. Though we took the example of seeing.
Hmm.
And that's how, where there is actually no rabbit, you see a rabbit. There is no elephant, but you see an elephant. There is no bear or cat, you see a bear or a cat. Is it really there?
No.
Depends upon what kind of a conditioning, which is like the glass. What's the color of the world? For this person, maybe pink. For this person, maybe black. This person, maybe yellow.
Hmm.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so anyone else has any other questions or comments?
Sir, it was a very nice session, sir.
Okay, Rupaji.
You compel us to answer and think more and more about what we are saying. So it would never remain theoretical. Thanks for this, sir.
Sure, Rupaji. Shubhaji, Padmaji, Deepaji, Arjunji, any questions, comments?
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
Last week, Megha gave a beautiful example for illusion of separation, no, sir. Megha. She talked about that meteors and galaxies out there.
Yeah.
And she said they are not separate from us. So I was impressed with her answer last week.
Because see what happens is, this glass, depending upon how much we've gathered, many a times stops us from seeing easily. Whereas a child sees it very easily.
Yeah, yeah. So true. Before Deepa Aji could say, she gave the answer. So I was like, wow.
Great. So then shall we end the contemplation? Thank you all.